Hello, I'm BoredGamer. I talk about Star Citizen. I'm here talking about a big Star Citizen CitizenCon watch party in the UK that you might want to attend, or you might want to attend some other watch parties for CitizenCon this year. We're going to be talking about one of them. I'm joined by some people. Who are you, and what's the journey that's brought you here today?
We are indeed some people. So we are the Quantum Dispatch. We are hosting the CitizenCon watch party in Leicester this year, the UK, and it's the National Space Centre. It's a beautiful venue with a plethora of things to see and do. And I'm GFA Plays, and I'll let the other two boys introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm One Dark Enigma, also known as Pete. Been in the community for a couple of years now. Really like putting on events and just really in love with the project and the game that Star Citizen is evolving to be.
And I'm CJ, the better-looking part of the Quantum Dispatch podcast, otherwise known as CJ. And super excited to get this event out to the community.
So yeah, before we talk about the watch party, and I basically will ask you to tell me all about it, what you've got planned and all that sort of jazz, I just want to talk very briefly about CitizenCon for people that don't know. CitizenCon is on the 11th of October this year. That's less than 2 months away. We're in the drought run-up to CitizenCon that we always get with Star Citizen, although it's a little bit different this year with the monthly patch releases. It's potentially the biggest event in Star Citizen's calendar, and it's a little bit different this year because instead of doing a physical event, they've done it like this a little bit previously, but during like COVID and stuff. But typically they'll have a physical event, and it will be for quite a long period of time, over like a day or so. This time it's just CitizenCon Direct, 2 hours of what I understand to be mostly pre-recorded, but a bit of live stream. It's a nice concise package, which is why that CIG are attending a lot of watch parties around the world. And with that in mind, please tell me about your CIG Star Citizen endorsed watch party in the UK. If I assume I can say it like that because it effectively is. They talked about it. They are attending.
Yes, that's right. They are attending. We don't know quite yet who is coming VVIP-wise, but we do know, obviously, that CIG are absolutely going to be there. In fact, every single watch party that's listed on the Comblick will have CIG in attendance.
And you're the only one in the UK?
Yes, we are. Unfortunately, no one else put in a bid. I think it's because we went maybe a bit too early and everyone was like, I want to be there. So we're really happy to be the ones hosting what is going to be the only UK watch party.
Officially endorsed anyway, with CIG attendance. So yeah, tell me about what you've got planned, and I suppose why people would want to come to your watch party rather than watch from the comfort of their own home in their pants.
Well, we know out of all of the events that happen by the community or the bar citizens, it's where everyone meets, where everyone gets friends, and just relaxes over what we're all communally like, and that's obviously Star Citizen. So we've got plenty of people being able to come to this event. So probably the largest one, I think, that I was looking at the CitizenCon.com website, and I reckon we've probably got the scope to be sort of like the largest community-based event. Obviously, nothing beating CitizenCon itself, with I think it's like 4,000 people for CitizenCon gone last year. But we have an awesome venue. If you haven't seen the trailer for it that we've been releasing, 100% watch it. It does show the venue to its best extent. And yeah, super excited. I can let one of the other guys do the little introduction of it. They do it a lot better than I do.
Yeah, so I think from everyone having such a fun social time at CitizenCon last year in Manchester, there was a bit of an empty hole to be filled there in regards to it being a digital event only. So we wanted to put together a watch party, and I mean, what people are going to have at the Leicester National Space Centre is an incredible venue to explore. The whole venue will be open for everyone to actually go around and see all the exhibits. That's all included in the ticket price. You can have free reign to look at the rocket, the spacesuits. You can play little mini games like landing the lunar lander on the moon, stuff like that. It's really fun. On top of that, we've got the UK, they've got the UK's largest planetarium where the VIP ticket holders will be able to sit down and watch the live stream in a huge planetarium, cinema seats, really good audio, an amazing 360 screen. Of course, we won't put it on of 360. It'll be hard to everyone turning their necks around to see what Jared's saying. But it will be such an immersive experience. I don't personally think there's going to be a better way to watch the watch party when you're out and about at an event.
I mean, we're sold out of VIP tickets right now. But there's still loads of general access, but it doesn't mean if you cover as general access that you're not going to get the chance to find yourself sat in the planetarium, because we are offering a CCU experience to those that are lucky enough on the loot hunt to find a little envelope that has an upgrade for your ticket. So yeah, there's so much to do, and we're going to really sort of drive that encouragement on visiting every single aspect of what the Space Center has to offer in hopes that you will find these envelopes. And it won't be just that as the prize either. There's other stuff we've got planned.
Okay, can you tell me anything more about what you've got planned, or are you keeping some of it secret or releasing it as and when?
I mean, Bored, you got to save something for the honeymoon, mate.
Well, I want to see the goods before I get married.
Oh, don't we all? Okay, one thing I can tell you is for those citizens that visit Hungary, double dogs will be on sale. But that's not part of the loot hunt, but double dogs, they'll be on sale.
Okay, that's cute. I like that sort of thing. So you've talked about a couple of things there. How many people what's your max capacity for people? What are you hoping to hit?
Okay, so we've got a max capacity planned for the event of 500. That is also going to be including our sponsors, our VIPs, our guests that we've got coming along. So currently it's 450 tickets that have gone out for sale. And I think at the moment we've got just over 200 and something left. So there's still time for people to get in and get their tickets. But yeah, we're looking about having 500 people walking around the centre.
And you also said that it's ticketed. How much are the tickets? Why is it ticketed?
So the general admission tickets are £15, and the VIP tickets were, which are, as Mundark confirmed, sold out, but they were £25. And the reason it had to be ticketed, more than anything, as you can imagine, a venue of this size and scale was not a cheap thing to hire. It's not something that we could afford ourselves. So we did have to ticket the event to try and be able to cover the costs of that. We also managed to get ourselves some incredible sponsors on board that could help cover the expenses and also keep the tickets down. Because the venue hire was expensive, this allowed us to keep tickets to what we would consider a reasonable and fairly fair price. Just to enter the National Space Centre as an adult is £28. So it's cheaper than normal entry and you have access to everything. So we think it's a really good deal and we've done our best to keep it as cheap as possible. If we could have done it for free, we absolutely would have, but it just isn't possible with an event of this calibre. Okay.
And who is able to attend? Is this 18 plus? Is there a bar? That sort of stuff. Is it families? What's going on?
The venue itself is a very family-friendly venue. There is a bar, but as far as I'm aware, there is no limit on age. I suppose if you are under a certain age, you should definitely have an adult with you. It's a very family-friendly event. They've got loads of stuff for sort of any age of person to deal with, as we mentioned, all the little mini games, all the little exhibits. Go and sit in the Columbus module and then run around like a headless chicken and find those loot hunt little cards. But yeah, we want to open it to as many people as we can. There's disabled access. If anyone does book a ticket requires disabled access, obviously contact us. We'll make sure you can get accommodated. But yeah, we try to open it so as many people can be involved in it as possible.
It is an under 18s event. There's no age restrictions been put out by CIG, so we weren't going to impose one on ours either. Yeah, so we've got quite a nice list of supporters sponsoring the event. First of all and foremost, Predator Gaming. It's going to be the CitizenCon Direct Watch Party powered by Predator Gaming. They're bringing along a lot of juicy equipment. We're talking 3D laptops and screens that will just absolutely blow your mind. We were fortunate enough to play Baldur's Gate on it recently, and it's, you know, the visual fidelity of that game going through the 3D system was just absolutely incredible, to the point where you turn it on and off and on and off, and every time you turn it off, it feels like you've gone back about 10 years in graphical quality. It was truly amazing. Think of it like a Nintendo 3DS, but larger laptop, more immersive, and 25 years later. So yeah, really look out for that. Collaborating with them is Virtual Controls. So instead of going to a venue and saying, oh, these are really nice sticks, because I mean, Virtual sticks are great. I've got them on my desk right now. Incredible quality, metal interiors. It really sets them apart from the rest of the field of HOSAS and HOTAS equipment. They're going to be paired with the Acer Nitro laptop, so you have real tangible hands-on experience with the sticks and seeing just how accurate they are. When we talk about it on our streams and we say how accurate these are and they're sticks for life, you really will feel that difference come across, as opposed to like just seeing the joystick and holding it. They are really, really avid supporters of the Quantum Dispatch, but also of the project themselves. They supported the DreamHack over in Atlanta last year with their equipment. They're fully on board. We've got Icon City, who provide the icon packs for Stream Decks that really help you, especially if you're on a smaller form keyboard like I am. A massive mechanical keyboard nerd, so I don't always have those F keys, and it's really nice just to have that tactile surface. When you're sat in your spaceship and you're flying around space, you've got all the twist knobs and dials and buttons and screens, everything around you anyway. You can surround yourself with that in the real world as well. Then we've got Monster Tech, who are lovingly providing a load of equipment that the guys are going to be able to see in the Virpil area, which is the live space area, if the guys want to go for a virtual walk around on the website. There'll be a couple of their sim rigs that are up on stage, and they really are like Formula One-esque style rigs. We've got a couple of setups that we'll be bringing with us. One is like all the bells and whistles. It's going to look incredible. And then last but not least, Giant Point Network, which is the go-to place in the UK. It's a nice little Discord group and then like a little playing group tonight. In fact, they've got Arc VR that's conducting some training at the moment. So they're really starting to come on leaps and bounds, but that's where everyone in the UK will go to coordinate their bar citizens and really sort of like build that community spirit.
Predator Gaming is the Acer gaming brand, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Cool. Yep, good.
So yeah, it's really cool because the other week I had a LAN party here, and the plans for the LAN party leaked, and our guy over at Acer reached out and he's like, are people going to be bringing their computers? I was like, well, I've got enough here that I could run a few. He's like, well, I could send something. I was like, okay, well, what do you think? And he goes, I'm going to send you a load of laptops. I was like, actually, that's a killer idea because it means people don't have to drag their PC across the country. And that's how we got the chance to try these out in 3D for a whole weekend. It was incredible.
Yeah, I've messed around with the free 3D screens and 3D laptops before.
They're all like really good sponsors. They're like, and apologies if there's another sponsor that potentially might watch this, but they are like the creme de la creme of equipment and stuff that we can utilize as starters and players. Everything down to peripherals, screens and sticks, and down to even your Stream Deck icons and stuff like that, and your sim rigs.
Hey, they're your sponsors, not mine.
We also have a couple more sponsors that yet to formally sign on, so we're not going to announce them just yet, but they'll be coming out soon, hopefully, like TM. But they're, again, really avid supporters of us, of the community, and of the project itself. So, yeah, keep tuned for, or stay tuned for new releases, and they're going to really help us propel this event. This really is like by the community for the community event, so we really have tried to weave into every single area a prominent member of the community. So for instance, we've got Mr. Kraken, who's producing,
I love him,
he's quality, isn't he? He's going to be producing the map for the Lanyard program. We've got Garrican from, I know you didn't make it down to the Cambridge Bar Citizen, but she made a load of C8s to like papercraft. So she's given us the instructions for that. She has no social media footprint, so she's happy for us to put the QD and JPN logos on and put them in party bags. Do you remember the manuals from Manchester Bar Citizen?
Oh, yeah, I've got two of them.
Yeah, so you got the C1 and you got the Fury. Yeah, so you'll have a new one, and that's coming in both party bags.
Oh, cool.
That's, yeah, it's doing that special for the event, so it'll be a print-only, no digital download event special.
Some really unique stuff. I think people will be really happy with what they walk away with, regardless of ticket.
I love free loot. I like genuinely. Well, so silly little party bags. You go, oh yeah, there's some cool stuff in there, and yeah, it's all little memories of the event that you've just done. Great for physical events, but when you've actually got also loot that's more tangible that you want to display, that's really cool. I mean, the manuals, there's just so many hundreds of hours of love and attention to detail that have gone into those. Tell me about anything else that you want to talk about the party bags, and what you can tell me about what's in them beyond what you've already said.
I think bar the one leak, looking at you on Dark, it's all remained a secret, and we're trying to just put as much back into the party bags as possible. Like, you buy a ticket, you're going to be happy. There's going to be something in there that you are going to love, and without doubt, there is going to be something in there that you are just going to love and be so happy you're taking it away. They're going to be really, really cool. We may cover One Dark's leak again, but looking towards socials as we get closer and closer to the event, you'll start seeing a couple more bits pop up. So yeah, look out for that.
I personally love anything that is community building, gets me involved with chatting to people, and I like a little bit of banter. So I'm curious, Why did you choose the National Space Centre? Is it just because it's a cool place to do spacey things for Star Citizen, or are there other reasons?
We just looked at venues across the UK and it was the only one that really shone out like, this is an absolute all bells, whistles. It had to be here. It just had to be.
Okay, so that's an interesting thing. Tell me the schedule of the night. I attend your event. What can I look forward to?
So you will arrive at the event and you will come through the entrance doors. You'll go through the standard ticket checks. And then once you're inside, you will be able to explore for the first 2 hours of entry, because it starts at 6 p.m. and obviously the CitizenCon live stream starts at 8. So you'll have 2 hours to explore the venue, see all the exhibits, get yourself a double dog, maybe get yourself a pint if you're of age, of course. And you can explore and see what the venue has to offer. But on top of that, the loot hunt will already have begun. You can start to look around if you are a general admission ticket holder for that CCU upgrade to the VIP ticket, or indeed some ship giveaways that may very well be hidden in the loot hunt. So there's some really exciting things to be found. So there'll be a mini game happening from the first second you get through the doors. You'll also have some unique content that we will not talk about quite yet on the monitors, because there are monitors literally everywhere around this venue. You cannot get away from a screen, and there'll be some pretty fun stuff happening on those too. So there's loads of little mini games and exciting bits of maybe some trivia to get involved in. So just keep your eyes peeled around that. And then you will get the entrance into the planetarium if you're a VIP ticket holder, or if you are not, you will go into the shuttle suite where there is a large room, plenty of seats with big projector screens. So you'll still have a very immersive and fun place to watch the live stream. Fast forward 2 hours once the live stream ends, we will be hosting a live podcast at the event. So you can, if you want to come and get involved and have a chat with us, you can, and share your thoughts about the event. Or you can head over to the JPN community tower where all the community booths will be held, and get involved with some bar citizens, some community games. There'll be all kinds of stuff to explore, and you still have another 2 hours after the live stream to again explore the venue, get anything that you missed, and there will still be some ship giveaways to pick up as well. And then on your way out of the venue is when you will collect your goodie bags, which will be filled with some very exciting loot.
Perfect.
Oh, and how can I forget? Of course, you're going to have Predator Gaming there with their incredible 57-inch ultra-wide screen, their 4K OLED screens, their 3D gaming laptops, and their incredible gaming computing machines. Sounded like a very old man saying that, computing machines. So you'll be able to see those, but also you can head over to the live space where Verpal will be to get involved with the sticks and the racing sim rigs and really get involved with some fun Star Citizen races as well. So there's going to be so much to do around this venue. You won't want to miss it.
Okay. And is there anything planned before or after the event for people to get involved with, just if they're in the area, or are you just hoping they sort themselves out?
Well, I'd love for there to be a bar citizen on the night before, especially for those, because we know we've got overseas travellers attending. So we really would like to add that sort of like string to the bow. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, we are absolutely slammed. It's just a team of 3 of us. So we're quite pressed for time on what we can get around and get planned. If a space sort of opens up, then we can start to look to entertain that. But it's probably just going to be likely that it either have to be someone from the community that steps forward and says, I will do this.
I was going to say, if anyone's watching and would love to host a bar citizen around the area, then please reach out to us, because we're going to go up the night before. So we'll absolutely work with you to try and get a place together where people can meet. But as of right now, as One Dark said, we're very stretched thin. So we haven't planned anything yet, but we would love to. And hopefully we can announce that we have as time goes on.
What are you hoping to see at this year's CitizenCon?
Personally, I want base building. There's so many of my org mates that are waiting for that sort of real progression, their actual chance to make a real mark on the game in a meaningful way. I think with the advent of base building, we'll see the industrial game loops be like taken seriously by the players, as it won't always be about the Alpha UEC anymore. And instead, we'll be able to see players converting their efforts into materials they can actually build like a home with in the verse.
Yeah, I have to absolutely agree with Pete there. I think we've had an amazing year of playable content and universe building experiences, freight elevators to one side. But I would love to see some real progress plans for the road to 1.0 in regards to when we'll see things like the next star system, Starkitect stuff being added for like the new biomes we saw last year, which looked incredible. And also, yeah, base building is a huge one, and crafting as well. So I'm hoping that's come a bit of a way in the last year, because I know we haven't seen too much of an update around that. And from a personal standpoint, Bounty Hunting 2.0, I really hope we get to see more gameplay for that, along with things like hacking, boarded gameplay, and the Legionnaire.
Oh, yes. It leads me on to mine, to be fair. So the two biggest announcements that I'm hoping for is the Perseus. We are expecting it. I want to see it in all its glory. And again, as GFA said, the hacking gameplay and my all-time favourite, most awaited ship, the Legionnaire. And it wouldn't be without me to say that it's an ongoing joke on the QD podcast. I'm still waiting for 4.0 and all things we were promised. So, yeah, when we get the actual 4.0 release, then I'll be happy.
So, out of curiosity, when you say 4.0, what features are required for you to consider 4.0 released?
I don't even know. It's just a meme at this point.
It's just a meme? Oh, I don't understand memes. I'm too old. Okay, that's fine.
I was going to say, these are CJ's and CJ's views alone.
Yeah. I represent everybody. We were promised, engineering, all of those little bits.
Oh, okay. No.
Early on with 4.0, and then they removed like 80% of the 4.0 patch to release something that kind of works sometimes. And then, I'm still waiting on the rest of 4.0.
Prioritised Pyro over features. Gotcha.
Yes.
So, is there anything else attendees need to know that you can think of beyond obviously visiting the site, getting tickets, double checking?
I think it's fair to say that you're going to have an amazing time no matter whether you're under a VIP or a general access ticket. There's a whole space centre that's going to be full of the community, and there's going to be so much to see and do there. Engage with the loot hunt, game prizes, maybe go home with a ship from CIG because they're throwing a load of codes at the community for the event as well. The party bags will be crammed full of amazing things as well, which are going to be from the community. So it really is in keeping with like a by the community for the community event.
Are there any other events that you're planning, Bar Citizens you're running? Because obviously I've attended some of the Bar Citizens and events that you've run previously, which is why I'm quite excited to attend this one. So tell me more. Tell me if are you doing anything else, or is this one taking up all your time?
This one is taking up our time. However, we are excited for London Bar Citizen, which has been long in the tooth. People have been requesting London Bar Citizen for a long time. In fact, people have been requesting Bar Citizens from across the UK for a number of years now. And now it's almost like London buses. We had, I think it's like 7 or 8 lined up for this year. So we've got London Bar Citizen on August the 30th. It starts at 2 p.m. and it's at the Platform Esports Bar in Shoreditch. Acer are going to be there, so they're going to be bringing down some of the stuff that we've spoke about already, so you can have time to really get in and amongst it and have a real one-on-one experience with those laptops.
Okay. Any other things you got planned up beyond the London Bar Citizen?
I mean, if this event goes well, then we'll be doing something next year. Probably not for CitizenCon, because I'm presuming that they'll be back in business and there'll be a live one for the release of Squadron, for example, because 2026, right? So we won't be hosting like another watch party, I imagine, but we are trying to potentially put together another maybe UK-based community event where people can come and hang out, basically like a big Bar Citizen somewhere similar to what we're doing this time around, but probably not the Space Centre again, maybe a slightly smaller scale next time, but could be bigger. Just to see how this one goes.
Okay, yeah, play by ear seems reasonable, right? Like, see how this one goes, see what is planned for next year.
In the UK, we used to have BoredGamer. It's obviously long before I was involved in the community, so I've never actually been to one. But if it happens that CitizenCon isn't going to be in the UK next year, then we are looking into avenues of sort of reviving that community event and really sort of like getting a real fellowship to that event. The guy that ran it, obviously, he ran it for so many years. COVID hit, and it's just not kind of picked up steam since. So, yeah, we're very much onto reviving BoredGamer.
Great. Always good to hear that. I'm really intrigued by the party bags. Tell me more.
Okay, well, we'll let you into one little thing. I know you're a big fan of Squadrons, the card game. So Thomas, the German guy who created the game, fantastic game. There will be an opportunity for you to try the alpha, hopefully, at the event. We've got one of our volunteers who's currently getting properly trained up on how to run it. He'll be running a booth there. And for those that have a VIP party bag, there will be a Squadrons card in there for you. They're also going to be in the loot hunt as well, along with a couple other cards for you to get. So yeah, he's really supportive of the event and he's donating a load of cards to us, including this event-specific card that you can only get in the UK by coming to this event.
Oh my God.
And that's just a taste. That's what's in the VIP. You're getting an idea of what's going to be in the party bags. We're not going to say what's in general admission, but there's some really cool stuff that we can't wait to announce, and we will announce nearer to the time.
If I discover a CC, if I'm general admission and I discover this CC upgrade, do I get upgraded basically to a VIP? Do I get a VIP bag?
Certainly do.
Okay. Yeah, so it's all to play for. And is PvP enabled when I'm there?
We have security.
Yeah, okay. Hard armistice zone around the area. Gotcha. Okay, no, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to party bags, but I love a good social event. Is there anything else you'd like to mention?
If you like socializing, hit up the Quantum Dispatch Discord. Link below in it says otherwise. We post a community sort of town square, new players, old players alike. People just, they maybe just feel like something different. Just come to us. We run events occasionally, so we're known for running CZs with like new players. We've got all the ships, so we just run them for fun. And then, we sort of like provide cover for them so they can claim ships and other stuff like that. So at the moment we're running ASD. I'm yet to find any of this ASD armor. I really want the set, but I'm not having any luck with that. So we're going to keep running these events. And also if anyone's got any questions for us, they want to get involved somehow with the event, or they've got something that they may feel would be really cool, you may have a couple of weeks before the 31st to get it into us, say, hey, we'd like to work with you on this, or just pop in, ask your questions.
Any other links or places that you want people to find you?
You can find your event tickets on the quantumdispatch.co.uk website. There's a little button for CitizenCon Watch Party. Click that, take you to the events page where you can pick up your general admission ticket.
Where can people find you individually?
So I also make content on YouTube, GFA Plays, and if you want to check out my stuff, head over there and you can find out some more about me. I pretty much only make Star Citizen content, but the last few weeks has been Battlefield 6, which has been something special. So but back into it. So that's where you can find me individually.
You can find me on Twitter or X under @OneDarkEnigma. I don't make content really. It's more like screenshots from the game and just being really vocal about what I like or dislike about the game.
And if you find me anywhere, I'm doing my job wrong.
Oh, sneaky. I do want to ask one quick thing, although you did say you don't know, but I'd see if that is true. Are there any confirmed devs from CIG, any people that you're expecting or hoping to attend?
All we can say is yes. We don't know who the VVIPs are that are being sent by CIG. We do have a node of devs come in, but they're friends and we wouldn't want to announce that for them.
Okay, no worries. This has been a Star CitizenCon Watch Party Q&A, whatever it is, with Quantum Dispatch and talking about what we're doing for CitizenCon. I say we because I'm planning to attend. And you should attend too. Buy a ticket today. What's that? You want to get yourself a VPN? Well, use the links down below. Get NordVPN or go to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Helps out the channel as well, but you get yourself a really, really good discount on NordVPN, the best darn VPN that you ever might use. Oh, I think you should use it for better accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs. It's just like they always say, it's better to have NordVPN'd and lost than never to have NordVPN'd at all. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and we're giving away an RSI Meteor, that new medium fighter with lifetime insurance and a gameplay package for Star Citizen. Everything you need to play with a cool fighter and pew-pew some fools. Just comment on any of our videos made during this month to be in for a chance of winning that. Something else that you might like to do is like, share, subscribe to our videos. There's a join button underneath as well. There's Patreon. You give us a little bit of money each month and it helps out the channel immensely. Occasionally we have some exclusive videos. Come to my Discord, discord.gg/BoredGamer. Also, you should comment on all the videos, not just because of the giveaway, but also because you can give me feedback. And I want to say a massive thank you to the people that have supported the channel via any medium. But genuinely, you guys that go the extra mile to use that join button or Patreon, it is genuinely so appreciated. Thank you so much.